Hey everybody, I know I'm off camera, I'll be on in a minute. Hi Willard. Hi Susie. Hey everybody, welcome. Tonight's going to be a little shorter than our last one, I think. But I think it'll be well worth you coming. We'll be getting started in about 1 minute. We lost, it looks like about 6 people that had been waiting, and they're still over on the other stream. I don't know, maybe they don't have their chat on, I'm not sure, and they're just kind of like hanging out over there. Hey, you guys tell me if you see this, if this is backward or if the writing is correct. Tell me if you can hear me, please. Hi, Sharon. Less than a minute till we start, boys and girls. Thirty seconds. Okay, welcome and good evening. I'm Ben Affleck. All right, that's not going to work, is it? Hey, everybody, Paul here. So I got a few things. We're going to kind of go fast after that kind of slow start. I'm not sure what's going on with the live stream. I set it up. I checked the settings. Everything's fine. I go to log in, and it says that my encoder has stopped working. Okay. So then I go set up another live stream and put the second live stream back in the chat on the first. But whatever works, right? Let me grab a marker. I want to talk about a couple of things, and I'm going to ask some questions. So if you guys want to answer the question now, you may, but I'll turn the camera around, and then I'm going to go back to my desk, and we're going to talk a bit after I tell a little quick something. So question number one, did you see the website promising to make $2 million a day raising salmon and giant tuna in your bathtub yet? And are you on the text list? If you guys want to say, like, yes, I saw the site, or no, I didn't. Yes, I'm on your text list. No, I'm not. I just want to see kind of what's going on, and then we're going to deal with that issue. So let's talk about, and I'd also like to know if the writing is correct. In other words, when I'm looking at it, it's backwards. All right. Assuming that it's not for now, I want to talk about your splash page and your branding, which is also your communication. So this is how you communicate with people. Guess how I communicate with people? Live events. It's a new thing for me to do them like as often as I'm starting to do them lately, but I really enjoy them. I can pre-plan a show and really get out good information. It helps me establish a little bit better relationship. I have a live chat where I can talk to people. You guys can see me a little bit. And when you see somebody talk, you can a little bit better get a feel for them, than if it's just by email or on a web page. So that's why I do this with my members. Now, what I want to mention to you, and I talked, Sharon, I know you're here already, and we talked about this a little earlier. Sharon asked me, do I use your splash page or do I use my splash page? And she was asking that because of the texting service and the new splash pages I'm doing. And if you want to see, if you haven't seen and you want to see an example of the new splash pages, because it is very effective, very, very, very. You can go to this website makesmoney.com and you'll see a text. There's no images, there's no color. There might be red. I might have put a couple of red words in there, but it's ugly, simple, basic web page. Web page, text, writing, call to action. Now, my call to action is not a button on there. It's part of the text in here. It says text right here. As some of you know, because you clicked on it, and then there's been a pop-up. So I'm testing all kind of stuff. Here's what I want to tell you on the text messages. I'm going to get right back to this, and I'm going to answer that question, then I'm going to come around the desk. I've gotten, let's see, new people. As far as new people, I've got 50 people on my text list in a week. Now, I hope you're not thinking, oh my gosh, I thought you were big time and you'd have hundreds. I will. I'll have thousands. However, now I'm not saying I'm big time. I'm just saying I'll build a big list on this. I am super happy with this. I want to give you a couple of reasons why. First reason is there has been this many people unsubscribe or stop messages. One. Now, I went over this on the last event, but I want to mention something real quickly. You're going to get hopefully a 1%. Now, not on a, I kind of told you guys your email ads, on your solo ads, and on your emails, which your email ad is different. I mean, when you send that to someone else, then you're going to get a between a 1 to 13% open rate. Where do I write this? 1 to 13% open rate. Hopefully, on your cold traffic, you'll get 1%. A lot of you guys don't know that. See, a lot of you get brokenhearted because you don't know web numbers. If I send out a solo ad to really good traffic, now, I get ads in my mailbox where I can buy 5 million hits for $4. That $4 is it's not even as much fun as throwing it out a car window, because at least that way you can watch it flutter in the breeze and maybe somebody will find it. You buy 90% of the traffic online and it's worthless. So if you have good traffic, really good traffic, you're going to hit about 2 out of 100 people are going to buy cold. If it's funny, these numbers are close. If your price, I could have just left the 50 up there. I should have. If your price is $49 or less, and you have a very good offer, very good traffic, you'll get 2 sales on the front end. And my experience, about 7 sales on the back end, which is the follow-up. So now we're looking at 9. And then more people will buy later and as they come in and see it as time goes by. But and typically I will get 350% the first week that I got the first day. So typically if I get 2 the first day, I'll get in the first week, then what? 7-ish in the first week, and then more will come in. And you can see that if you're running a good list with your splash page, meaning your list, your autoresponder, that takes your 2 sales and turns it into 2 plus 7, turns it into 9. And then those sales keep coming. And also then when you have other stuff for sale, you can tell all the people that got on your autoresponder. So let me give you a couple of numbers. Let's say you get 100 people to come to your website and you get 2 sales. Well, you just lost 98 people forever and paid for them forever if you don't have a good autoresponder hooked up. So what if you have a good autoresponder up and you're doing outrageously good, and let's say you're doing 30%. People are signing up on your list. Now you have 2 sales and you have 30 people on your list. That's who's going to buy and bring your number to 9. That's who's going to buy 7 more, plus buy a whole bunch more as time goes by, plus buy all your other stuff and increase your money. So to get back to what I was saying, Sharon's question, my splash pages are different than, I don't know another company that's doing what I'm doing. I don't know of another. And if you guys do, then you can let me know. But I think I'm the only marketer online. I'm the only one that I know of that does what I do for my members. And that is I constantly make new splash pages and I constantly have them coded so that when I send an email and somebody subscribes and I send out another email, whoever sent them gets credit for the sale. So let's say we're talking about Sharon. Let's say Sharon does a 100 email blast and we're going to use Mr. X premium traffic. And out of that 100 people, she gets 2 orders. And out of those 2 orders, she gets 25, 30, 35 signups for the autoresponder. Now I'm going to be marketing to those 30 people when I send out to that list. And when I do and somebody buys, Sharon gets credit for that. Not me. Sharon gets paid for it. Why will I do that? Well, the more money I can get you guys making, the longer you'll stay. And the longer you stay, the more money I make because you pay money to be in my business, right? I mean, I want to come out really and say, because I love you people and I want you to do good, and that is absolutely true and valid. However, my number one reason to be here is to make money. How I make the most money is by helping the most people the very best way possible. All right? So it's like a restaurant. A successful restaurant does not open up to feed people good food. A successful restaurant opens up to make money and turn a profit. How they do that is by having the best product and service, the best food and the best service. That makes the best, most profitable restaurant. So they're almost interchangeable, but not quite. So the fact that I like people more and more as I get older is almost interchangeable, but not quite, because I could like you a lot and not just send you money in the mail. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, before I just beat that horse to death. So on that, I do excellent branding, excellent, in my opinion, excellent communications, and have excellent splash pages. So when you send somebody to a Paul Darby Inc., a Mr. X, a Websites on TV, Our Lifestyle Now, the Shiny Ball Syndrome funnel, how to make $1,000 a day, on and on and on and on. All my systems I have coded and programmed so that if you sent them and they subscribed under you, when I send an email, if they buy under you. If somebody signs up, they sign up under you. Okay, so I beat that to death, except to say, I had the best time today. Came off my carnivore diet and I ate a few carbs and I had a good night's sleep, so I feel great. I was having a rough time of it. All right, let's draw in this box and play, and I want to use a different marker. All right, let's use red. All right. I'll show you my rating system: A plus, B plus, F minus. If you use your splash page, that's A plus marketing because you're building your brand and your list. If you use my splash page, that's a B plus for you because you're using my best work. I'm emailing for you and you're getting credit for the sale. So if you went to school and you got a B plus average and that's good enough for you, then, and it's pretty darn good, then you're happy with this. What I'm going to say though is, if you want to shoot for an A plus and really bust out, then you have to be able to make your own splash pages and put them on a server. Now, last week I promised a couple of people, and only two of them, two members that came, took me up on it. And I haven't made their pages yet because I'm waiting for, I don't know, their autoresponder code, I think. That I would make a page and host it and put their code in it and send it to them, and they could link it back to my system and then have an A plus plus because you're using what I think is extraordinarily good copy and testing. See, for example, my lists right now are well over 25,000 that I will typically email to. That's my in-house list. And so if I send an email out, I'll know, did the subject line work? Did the copy work? Did they click on the link? Did they buy from that website? Did they ask me a question? Did they comment? Did they come to the event? What'd they do? Did they do anything? And I'll know who opened the email and didn't click on it, who didn't open it, because I have stats that say, like I'll see, I'll use Sharon's name once more. Sharon just opened your email. And I can look and see if Sharon clicked on the link or not. Just like I do in my members area. I know my members when they log in and what they go do. So do I have members that are logging in, taking part, working every day, doing something? Or are they not? Just say it. You can do that on the internet now. All right. If you use almost any other website and you use their splash page, you're going to send these 100 people to it. Now, usually it's an advertisement for their company or their brand. Okay? It's not designed for you as an affiliate to make the most money. It's designed to advertise their company almost all the time. So you send 100 people to it, and if it's very, very good, you get those 2 sales, and that company gets those 30 signups, and when they market to those signups, they get sales. They get those people for future sales. They get those people for the next products for years. I have people that have followed me for 10 years and more. I'm constantly amazed when somebody gets on and goes, Paul, I mean, it was about 3 live events ago, a couple of weeks, a month ago. I had 2 people on one call that were here way back in the You Get Paid Fast days. And that's been over 10 years. And they were both like, oh, we made good money with that. That thing made so much money, it was crazy good. Okay. So that's it for the board. Let's see how I did. I had to go buy a mouse. I got here. I can't see me yet, so I don't know what it looks like. I'll look in a minute. I had to go buy a mouse. I got here half an hour early to set up, do the board, have everything done, so I could have a good event with you guys tonight. And then I brought the wrong, like I said, I don't know if you can see me yet. this little piece that goes into the computer for the mouse, I brought the wrong one. So I had to get in my car and race to Walmart. Let's see. Well, that's not bad. A little crooked. There we go. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to look at some answers and I'm going to ask another question. How is that? Did anybody learn anything? Did you like it? Are you glad you came so far? And then I'll look and see what we got going here. Board is blurry. Yeah, I can't fix that, Willard. I can't see tiny writing. Okay. Let's go. Not backward. Thank you. That was funny, Paul. I guess you mean the fish. Sharon, yes, yes, and yes. Yes to both and yes to text. All right. Okay. Always great content. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, wait a minute. That's eBiz. I am so glad that let me I will go look. Let me go see. I gotta go find something out. Hang on, I'm gonna do some research. Okay. Now I know who you are. Now I have to find out sent. Y'all hang on 1 second. I know it's Friday night and all. All right, I have to see who I fussed at. eBiz, tell me if I just fussed at you in the email real hard. I'm looking for the emails to see who I sent it to. Looking. Oh no, you'd know. Your computer would have lit on fire. And you wouldn't be here. All right. Anyway, because I thought that it was you, and I'm so thrilled that it wasn't. And if it wasn't, I know how to find out real quick. You guys, I'm sorry for the rest of you, but I told somebody that you're lame. And okay, so let me just go look at something. I can find out real quick. I'll know all the answers and more. I'm telling you, this internet stuff. Oh, more members. How could I be so mean and still have? Oh no, was it you? If it is, I won't get any more answers from her, or I will, because it wasn't mean. It was me being disappointed in somebody, and I pretty much said so. But it might be. It might be. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, now I'm happy. Some days I am lame, but it was not me. Sharon, I think you may have made a mistake a time or two, but you haven't been lame. Yeah, it wasn't you because you're still a member. All right, so now I'll tell the story because, and I won't even say your name. Oh, you already said your name. All right. See, I try to be kind. if I'm going to fuss at somebody, I don't want, to go, hey, so-and-so is lame. But I had somebody ask me a question, and then here was the question. I don't know how to do anything. Help me. So I go log in and read, what do I do first? And then ask me a question. And so the person quit immediately. And so then I went and looked, and not only had they just quit, but there had been 3 bounce payments before they quit. So I wrote back and went, you're dual-minded, bad. You've joined 3 times, you've joined 4 times, you've bounced 3 times, and then you quit. And you ask for help instead of trying to get work. And by the way, this story is perfect for tonight, the rest of the board thing. And it won't be long, but I'm very on point. I didn't lose it. And so then I never heard back from the person. And here's the thing, y'all can see eBiz Promo's picture. Now, I am old. I love Jesus more than anything, and I love my wife only second to Jesus. And behind her is my dog, and nobody else is getting anywhere near there. So you can't take this. Nobody take this as flirting. Nobody. People that know me, I'm safe there. But let me say this. Susie, you're a doll baby. I love your picture. I smile when I see your picture. That is so awesome. Now you got to be careful a man saying that to a woman, because it's like, I smile when I see your face. Boop, boop, danger, danger. I remember looking at my wife when I met her, and I said, when I try to talk to you, I get confused, because I've always been a talker. But I would look at my wife and I would get this. I don't do this with you. This is my wife. But I would start looking in her eyes, and I would just like trail off and just start doing that puppy dog look. And she'd start laughing like, hello. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm not being real smooth. Okay. Let's get back on internet marketing. I am so glad. Yeah, you are very welcome. So, and a great picture, by the way. All right. So, told you 61 isn't old, Paul. Okay, I'm gonna respond to that, and then I'll go on. My life before the internet was in the gym business. So in the gym business, looks was the product. I'm not saying anything about my looks. Y'all have the whole picture right now. But I wore nothing but, and it was so funny. I'll tell the story. It'll be real quick. So I'm out in California, and I managed, before I managed my own stuff, I was managing, I was trying to, Bally's. They were the biggest at one time. The gym, they were pretty big. And so I wore nothing. I will go quick. Nothing but, I guess they're called bicycle pants. I can't think of the name, but I wore stretch pants and I look like, I dress like Richard Simmons. But at the time, and 25 years ago, and 25 years younger, it was cool. And I was in California. And if you were a personal trainer, you better look good, especially in California, because that was the place. And, blonde hair, suntan, look good. All right. So then I moved to Texas, and I tried to bring that same outfit with me to Texas, where I'm at now. And that was like, hey, boy, you wearing them stretchy pants. You sure got you a flat stomach there, stretchy pants. So I had to tone up a little bit on my clothing from California to Texas. All right. So, but yeah, spandex. Thank you. So, yeah. And anyway, so I did a lot of television commercials, and a lot of work based on what I did was based on my looks. And 25 years ago, everybody looks good when they're young. 30 years old, I was a stud muffin. So now I look at myself and I see somebody's granddaddy. But you know what? I'm really good with that because I am somebody's granddaddy. There you go. Praise God. Okay. So here's what I want to tell you guys about what I'm testing. I'm testing the fish thing to see what kind of response I get. And it's a dual test because on the fish thing, I'm still testing this text deal. Now, if the text thing proves to be spectacular, I will try to get everybody to do it. And it's to my detriment because it does not build my list. And I cannot market for you. So all the marketing that you do, you're going to have to do as much as me, or you will not make as much as you make with me doing your marketing. All right. So, yeah. Thank you, Gary. I know I'm laughing too. That was a weird story. I tell females that are visiting, hey, you're pretty. And then I want to talk about how I looked when I was 30. What is wrong with you? All right. So the text thing, people are not unsubscribing. My texts are getting opened within 3 minutes of when I send them. And it seems to be very, very good. Now, I've done text sign up forms and stuff over the years, really, several times. I did it on the platform called My Cha-Ching and had a big thing about your phone can cha-ching and you'll make money. I did that on one of my live events. Right now, my Mr. X traffic platform is the text-based splash page with the text autoresponder pop-up right behind the words. And I tell people on it, my phone makes a noise and other people sign up. So I have 2 text pages in there, and you guys should look at them. Log into your members area, you Mr. X traffic people, log into reseller sales funnels. So if you're a reseller, and if you're not, go join. That's all there is to it. I'm not selling, I'm just helping my friends. And pick one of those funnels, the one that you like best. And then make a custom link to it so it will lead into the Mr. X system. And when I market, I will market for you. So that's what's going on. And whenever you want, there is the link also there that if you want to get your own texting program, you can write text, boys and girls, and put a page up. And if you don't know how, I'm going to mention this one again. I can't believe I say weird stuff. I guess people get that I have a heart for people and that I'm here really trying to help you, because I got to tell you, I watch a lot of webinars and a lot of events, and I don't last 7 minutes with 90% of them, because they talk about all the money they make and how and it's like, when are you going to get to the part of the event that was about why I came to your event? All I'm seeing is how much money you make. All right. And other people, they don't look like they bathe before they do an event. So let me give you 2 things that I found out about an event, and a third thing I'm testing. I learned about testing from Russell Brunson. He tests all the time and he shares his tests. Thank you, Russell Brunson. Do lots of videos. Do a video every day and put your link under it. I just bought a software recently that is on these live shows. Do all your videos as a live show. Put in a good title, because Google will list your live show in first page listings under your keyword listing. That is major. So I just bought some software and I'll be testing it next week. And if it works out good, I'll give you the link to go buy it. I think it was only $37. But, excuse me, it will give you what to put in your title and your keywords and a couple other the settings. It's easy stuff. I'll do a thing on how to do it. And then you just record your video as a live stream, and it will go first page of Google for 2 days. First page of Google for 2 days within about 3 minutes. How much traffic will that get you? It's awesome. So I'll test that and I'll let you know. And if it works, it's like 37 bucks, but I'll show you everything how to do for free. And I didn't. Okay, now the shiny ball syndrome. If you guys don't know how to do your own splash page, go join that. I charge $495 for it, but I give that to you for free. So all you do is put your name and email in, and you get a coupon in the email. And the coupon you use on the order page, it says $495. You enter your coupon, and the $495 goes to zero, and it sends you the link to get all the videos. All right, that's that. And the reason I tell you that is, you guys, you remember the text. I have taught your splash page for about 5 years, because before that, I just figured that you'd use your own splash page. Now, if you affiliate market, stop using other people's splash pages. 90% of you guys are doing that. Stop it. You're going to go broke and die. And you're going to get sick, and your hair's going to stick up. It's going to be horrible. The first part was true. You will go broke. You cannot make money off of cold traffic, sending them to your stuff, even the cool stuff you see. You've got to be sending them, the whole lecture I gave earlier, you've got to be sending them to a splash page that is gathering names and marketing for you. I'm not kidding you guys. You cannot make it. If anybody out there ever makes it doing that, and they're doing something other than what I'm saying, you tell me, because what I share, I like easy stuff. You don't see me, I don't do SEO anymore. Very, very, very little, other than a page name and a keyword or two. Very little, almost none. Don't care. Too many people, big boys are into it. We can't fight that way anymore, you guys. That's little people. I'm gonna close this down soon, but I'm gonna try to give you a couple of good pieces of information. We can't fight SEO anymore. That's why most of us get 500 SEO offers in our email. You can't do your own app and win. That's why we all get 500 apps from India. Hello, I am beside myself trying to tell you I will do you an internet marketing app, and you will soon be making $1 billion. No, you wouldn't, or they'd be doing an app and they'd be making $1 billion. They wouldn't be messing with you. I am beside myself 1,000 times. I haven't got to do that in a long time. Please forgive me. Some of you don't know. Before I decided to love Jesus, in the 70s, I went and lived with a guru, Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh. And everybody talked and we walked around and we told you it beside myself, telling you a question. So when I look at my wife and I go, I'm telling you a question, she cracks up. Okay. Back to internet marketing, and then I'm going to say a couple more things and we'll close out. So what I'm testing right now, to summarize that, I'm testing text page lead-ins. It's working very good. I'm testing my new, before I finish that, I've also put an email box on the text box. So I'm actually collecting emails and text. And that's because I started doing it because my text company only texts to US carriers. So it didn't work overseas. So if somebody's overseas, I can get their email and I can just pull the occasional email out of there from my overseas stuff. And you might get 25, 30% of your business from overseas. So you don't want to miss this part. And I can just send them an email and go, man, I'm so glad you're here. Couldn't get you on text, but here's how to sign up on email. Here's a page. It'll put you in our email function for this business. And then you'll get all the notices by email. Glad you're here. Love you. Want more of you. Boom. All right, back to the summary. So I'm testing the text, the words text with the pop-up page. I'm testing when I said text, that was the words that lead into the big fancy funnel. And I'm also getting ready to start testing that first page thing on Google, because if we can do that, you guys, I'll get a bunch of y'all making a bunch of money too, also with that. And so I'll figure that out. If I can do it, it's about 37 bucks. Now, and it's not mine, and I'm not an affiliate for it. I don't mind making money, but I'm not with that. So these aren't sell-a-thons. These are help-a-thons. All right. So if you guys like the fish show, the fish page, and you like the text pages, let me tell you why I think that is. And you can tell me if you agree. So you guys tell me if you agree with this. It's different, and I'm sick slapped to death of the other stuff. So here's the other stuff. If I get one more email that goes last chance, even Frank Kern, my hero, last chance. You know what I do now? I just delete them. I unsubscribe and delete. I go, well, if it's my last chance, I missed it because I don't appreciate it. Now, Frank, to his credit, taught me this. If you go last chance, make it their last chance or you're a liar. And according to his words, not mine, it trains your list to know that if you say last chance, they're not going to get it anymore. Plus, you're not lying. And 90% of these people are lying. Last chance, no, it's not. It'll be there in 5 years. So here's the rest of the other stuff. That counter on the top, I'm using a counter on my side. I'm getting ready to go reset it, as a matter of fact. It is still okay in some instances, like a launch site, because it makes sense. But this thing where you have the pop-up bar and it's all different colors and it's usually red because it means stop with the counter and the last second, and you get an agency license, which means nothing. Reseller's license does mean something. The agency just means you get to make unlimited use of their product. I'm also sick of OTOs. You buy something and the OT, you need 500 OTOs to make it work. Well, your bot only makes 5 keywords. You need to make 100. Now you need to have us do it. Okay, so this is what I want to know. Yes or no? I'm sick of emails that are my last chance. And by the way, I'm just sick of emails. I'm sick of email marketing stuff to me. You got to buy it. You got to buy it now. You got to buy it before this timer runs out. Price is going up. Y'all let me know yes or no. I like that. I don't like it. Because if you like the text page and the make $1 million, I mean, that's funny. I don't care who you are. Somebody that says, I'm going to show you how to make $1 million raising giant tuna in your bathtub, and I guarantee it, make $1 million a day. I look at that. Maybe I'm too weird. I look at that and go, that right there, that's funny. What the heck is going on? And then I read. And so, Dale Carnegie. I attended Dale Carnegie, and then I became a Dale Carnegie graduate instructor. This is what we taught. Attention, interest, desire, conviction, and close. Big fish with a thing that says make $1 million a day, raising big fish in your bathtub. What will that do? Get your attention. It might even get your interest. Then we go down to my copy that says, hey, by the way, save your bathtub and you don't need to buy fish food. This is for real men and women that might get your interest, and then your desire, start creating a desire. And then I go, just click on the link and I'll send everything to you free. Ooh, now I'm going to commit. Boom. So that's why I would think that you would like it. Nobody's answering me. Did everybody leave? Oh, Eva's promos did. Good. Eva says yes. Who else? Come on, come on. Come on, you guys. Don't leave me hanging. There's a couple people here. Tell me, did you like the fish site? Do you like the tech sites? Or do you go, no, they suck? I want what other people use. Come on, Gary, let me know. Willard, let me know. Sharon. Okay, thank you, Gary. Willard, thank you. Thank you. Now, Marvin, you said too funny. I want to know if you liked it or not. If you went there, would you read it or would you go there and not read it? Thank you, Gary. Okay. All right. Now let me ask you all this. Thank you for answering. Because I'm going to make your next funnels based on what you tell me at our live events. Who do you think I'm listening to? I'm listening to me and I'm listening to you. And the rest of them can go pound sand. Yes, we'll look at. Okay, so you don't know yet, but you will know. Okay, awesome. All right. I think we got to do something different, you guys, because I noticed about, maybe I'm slow, but it was about 2 months ago, I had like a mental thing in here and went, this isn't working. This stuff is not working. I need new stuff. Here's what I mean by that. When I first started, and then I'll close out. When I first started doing this, it didn't matter what I put on a web page, I could sell it to 1,000 people. I'm not kidding. I've had 1,000 sales in a day. I stood on camera up in a big room. I had part of one of the tallest skyscrapers in the suburb in Dallas, and I had almost the whole top floor. And oh crap, I was making so much money. I had so many employees. We were doing so much. But I would just stand there. I had a whole wall that was a whiteboard. And I would just stand there and they'd tell me a sales come in and I'd mark them. And we did 1,000 sales in one day. And I'd just do live broadcasts and mark them. Live broadcasts then took me 4 people running boards that ran equipment 25 feet long on tables. It wasn't like this live stream. All right. Here's how I'm going to end tonight. You guys asked me a question. Does anybody have a question? Okay. Quick lecture, then summary, then end. Here's the lecture. Pre-lecture, I have a treat for you. And I think Marvin's in this. I think Sharon is. If you have the money, can afford it, my website's on TV.com. I am really advertising heavy stuff with them. I just got 200 extra television commercials. Next Tuesday, I'm opening up a huge market in Houston, Texas, and we're going to cover specific demographics. And it will be people that buy tech and that are, what did we pick? 30 and up age group. Most of my customers are 30 and up. Not all of them, but most of them. A lot of gray hairs like me. Forgive me. All right. So websites on TV, my website's on TV.com. This would be selling something, but it's set up just like this one is. And next Tuesday, not only do I have an extra 200 running right now, but next Tuesday, we're doing a big thing with the tech companies and with the Google set tops. And so a lot of people that are running the smart TVs, well, you just think if you have a smart TV at home and you're running any kind of box on top of it, I'm getting ready to be slamming it with my members that have, and you can see what I advertise. I advertise the website, my website on TV.com, and that's where when people see the television commercials and they go to it, there's a rotator and it opens up your website full page. It's pretty cool, and it's a good seller. And I built that funnel and site too, and it's stupid cool looking. And I'm getting ready to do the text and text page and text sign up lead in on that as well. So I just remembered that, thought I'd throw it into the people that were here, even though all of y'all may have it. All right, just an extra thing I thought of. The lecture part is you have to advertise. Now, one of the things I just fussed at, since I was talking about websites on TV, I'll use them as an example. I have a stand. It's real pretty. If I thought I was going to talk about this, I had the picture ready, but I didn't know. It's a lucite stand, lucite, the clear plastic about this big, placed on the bottom for a business card, and then a picture. It's got a beautiful girl, handsome man, and it says how to really make money online, free info and website. Take a card and a red arrow, and it's a business card. And the business card has the same image on it, but it has my website on it. And I put it in stores, in mom and pop stores. Typically, you're not going to get into corporate stores, but you'll get into a lot of like Susie's hair curler store, Ricky's lawnmower repair, 7-Eleven, some of them that are independently owned. And you just tell them, look, you let me put the stand up here by your register. I'll keep it full of cards. It's beautiful. I'll sign you up as a member for free, and I'll give you 50% of everybody that signs up, and I'll give you 25% of everybody that signs up under them. I just don't want you to close the store when you're making so much money off this business online that you don't have to come to work anymore. Guess how many stands I get to put out? Guess how much money that makes? So guess how many members I have on websites on TV doing that? Me! I'm like, are you people nuts? Why won't you do stuff? Last story, part of the lecture. When Trump and our now President Trump came to Dallas with Kiyosaki, I bought a jacket, blue jacket, big gold letters on the back. At the time, I had it leading to this website, makesmoney.com, paid $500, sat in the front row. Every time either one of them said anything, I jumped up and yelled and screamed. They loved me. The TV cameras loved me because I was the wild guy in the audience. But 20-some thousand people behind me read this website, makesmoney.com. I could have retired on that money. So you got to be creative and you got to advertise. I get car advertising on my windshield or on my back of my window. I wear T-shirts. I wear bracelets. You got to advertise. Stop yelling at me. All right. Any questions? Any questions? If there are, we'll do them. I'm so pleased y'all came tonight. Thank you for spending some of your Friday with me. I'm looking for questions before Sharon had to check out because it is different. Awesome. All right. You guys have about 10 more seconds. I'm waiting for the lag time to see if anybody has a question. All right. We didn't have a big crowd tonight. Just a few of you guys, but it was a quick announcement on a Friday evening, and I don't care. I don't mind. So I'm glad that you came. Let me just say this because I don't see any questions. I just speak Jesus' name over your business, and I ask him to help prosper everything you put your hands and your heart to. I pray that you have health and that you are surrounded by people that love you. Okay. Thank you, Willard. All right. So that's what I got. That's going to end tonight's deal. I'm glad you came. I love you. And I'll try to give you more room to schedule for the next live event. I won't do it on a Friday night. Are you kidding? I don't want to work Friday night. I do. You did. Go figure. I'll go back to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, my friends. That's what we got for tonight. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, eBiz Promo. How many times do I have to hit end stream? Now it's going to end. Thank you all too.